Please review the disclosures. Nothing written, expressed, or said here should be looked at as investment advice or an admonition to buy, sell, or trade any security or financial instrument. The Lund Loop is for informational purposes only. Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Update for Wednesday, October 29th, 2025, Hump Day. When I was a kid, I first heard the term Hump Day on FM radio. It was either KLOS or KMET out here in Southern California. And I thought hump meant sex. I was like, sex day? I didn't get it. I was like 11. It means the hump of the week. Get it? Hump day. Anyway, hey, sorry about yesterday's problems. We had some technical difficulties. And by technical difficulties, I mean we had some user error. And by we, I mean me. So basically, I'm an idiot, and I accidentally erased the audio from yesterday's daily update. So I had to send a revision out. So sorry about that. The other thing is, if you hear some noise in the background today, everybody and their brother is at my house right now. My wife is off. My son is off. I'm not sure why. My daughter and her boyfriend are here. Everyone's yelling downstairs. You know, it's one of those things where I know like 5-10 years from now, this house is going to be like silent, like tumbleweeds, and I'll be like, I miss the noise. But like right now, I'm like, could you just shut up? Anyway, all right, let's get to before we get to the action, Discord, get in that Discord. You know why the Discord is so important as part of your Lund Loop subscription? I'll tell you why. So the way I look at this service is I'm not going after the hot meme stocks. Okay, I'm not going after all the crazy stuff. I'm going after the consistently profitable names, right? We're trying to talk about a methodology and a way of approaching trading that is sustainable, right? That you can replicate over years and years and years. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to take a swing at some of these crazy stocks. Doesn't mean you shouldn't either. But I can't, in good conscience, surface those for subscribers because, like, I'll give you an example. This ASST I was talking about. If you look on Twitter right now, so-called technicians are twisting themselves in pretzels to show you from a technical standpoint how they knew it was going to move and where it's going to move now. And that's all bullshit. It really is. These are just meme stocks. They'll go when momentum hits them. Sometimes you can manage your positions a little bit with technicals, but they're really not designed for that. They're just kind of designed for let's take a shot at it. I'm trying to focus consistently on things that are setting up and are working from a technical standpoint. But the good part about Discord is we've got a lot of people that are surfacing some of these hotter names. And it's good because you get a little balance. Maybe you take a swing on one of those if you've made some profits on the Lund Loop lists. So it's a great balance between the hot stocks, the technical stocks, the day trading, the swing trading, the position trading, the investing. You can find it all there. Okay, one other codicil in this long preamble. I know it's earnings day today. I know a ton of things are going to be reporting today. Thank you, Bruno, for putting this list up here. As I speak, things are probably going crazy. So I can only really talk about the charts as they are right now, how they will be tomorrow morning, how they will be in 10 minutes. We don't know. And that's just the nature of earnings time. So, all right, let's get to let's get to it. Oh, yeah, one other thing. If you're a paid subscriber, I urge you to check out last weekend's Ask Me Anything. 3 things that can help you become a better trader. I think it can also help you become a better investor. A lot of subscribers have given me feedback, said they really like this. It really rung true, so you should check that out. All right, let's go. Is anything happening here? So here's why I entitled today's post, The First 17 Moves Are a Head Fake, because this is an ongoing joke. This is an inside joke. I started years ago on Twitter, but now is morphed into a Lund Loop joke. And it's like when the Fed comes out, you're just going to get these erratic moves, right? We won't know which way we're ultimately going to go until we get some settling out. So, people are trying to game every little move. They're trying to trade every little move. Like most people in the Lund Loop Discord just went like this today. It's like, yeah, let's just let that all play out, see what happens. Obviously, something's happening here. In after hours, somebody is probably reporting something. Let's see what the Discord is saying. They are saying Microsoft dump, Meta dump. All right. Well, I'm a voyeur, so I want to take a look at it. Let's go over here and see what's happening here. So Microsoft and extended hours, 520. Sure. I mean, still above the VWAP. Not the greatest move. Let's see what Meta's doing. 705. Yeah, look, those are, what do we got down here on this bar? Let's see. We've got 6%. Yeah, it's not a great move, but we'll see what the conference calls come up with. All right, so let's go back to today's action, the intraday action. Again, what can you glean from this? Nothing. But here's the good thing. There is somewhat of an aspect of this market that once we get things out of the way, there's a ramp, like a runway. Sorry, not a ramp, a runway. So like Trump had his China tariff thing a couple Fridays ago, and everyone, freaked out. But then that's probably the last thing we're going to hear bad about China and tariffs for a while. You get the Fed off the table. So that's the last thing you're going to hear. We're going to get some of these earnings out of the way. So we'll see if we can get some runway to the end of the year when we don't really have to worry about any sort of exogenous events or announcements coming out. So I mean, there's really nothing you can glean here from SPX or from any of the stocks intraday or any of the indexes intraday. That's a decent candle, but I don't know. We'll see how that washes out. Let's take a look at the indexes as if there was nothing happening in the after hours, because that's all we can do. All we can do is just analyze them as they ended the day. All right, let's do that.